So Shane, a goalless draw today against Cambridge. What's your reaction?
We're really pleased with the performance that we've put in. I think the big thing shows the journey that we've come on in the last 5 or 6 games. We weren't happy with performances and what they were turning into results-wise, but the boys have worked exceptionally hard Monday to Friday, as they have done all season, but they're really starting to take on board the information, and we're getting really good structure and shape about us, which is making us hard to beat and hard to break down, and giving us foundations for us to work from in terms of what we want to be with the ball. And there's always improvements we can make. Today we had the structure and shape, but probably didn't create enough clear-cut opportunities to go on and win the game. But I think, like I said, that shows how far we've come, that we're playing Cambridge, who are unbeaten in the league this season. We've got a 0-0 draw, and we're disappointed we haven't won the game. Really shows the journey that we're on, the work that the boys have put in, and the improvements that they're making. And that's what this whole thing's about: is what improvements do we make week to week, game to game, day to day, even on the training pitch. And I think the big thing for me is we're showing real good improvements in the areas that match up to the syllabus. So the last 2 weeks have been about defending in a defending third, and then we come off the back of today with a 0-0 draw. So it shows that what we've done over the last 2 weeks and how we've built it into the philosophy and the principles that we play by, the learning that's going on. And I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with the boys for how they're taking that information on board.
And it's consecutive draws in the league. Luton a few weeks ago, and then Cambridge today. Is it a positive that you've taken 2 draws against decent teams, or is it a negative that you didn't go on and get that winner?
I think we will always look at the positive of we've not lost a game of football, but there's always that disappointment, especially more of like, what if we'd have been a little bit more clinical. I think the big of the two, the Luton one is the one that we probably look at and think we probably could have won that. We had quite a lot of clear-cut chances that day. Today, those clear-cut chances were fewer and further between. We had lots of entries into the final third, but without producing those moments where it's a real clear-cut chance, or we're making the keeper make a save, or making somebody make a block. So that's something that we want to improve on going forward into next week. We'll play a friendly on Monday, a 17s game, where we'll have a look at that and look at trying to challenge the boys to be a little bit more clinical. And then on Saturday we'll face Southend, and again, we're off the back of a good performance against Southend a couple of weeks ago here. We're on a nice little run, and we'll be looking to now piece those bits together to go, right, well look, we've got the foundations in place again, we've kept a clean sheet, so now let's be a little bit more expansive in terms of our play, a little bit more creative. What combinations, what individual work do we need to do in that attacking third to give us the chances to go and score more goals? But listen, I take them both as positives, because it's only 4 or 5 weeks ago that we were looking at performances going, we need to be better, and we've really improved. So we want to win games of football, but they're clearly learning and improving, and that's all that I can ask from them. Because I tell you, if anybody wants to know anything about any of these boys, is that they give everything every single day, and they work relentlessly in terms of how they want to improve and how they want to be better. So I can't fault them. They're a really good group, really good, energetic, loads of good learners in there, loads of boys who want to have a career in the game, and they want to improve week in, week out, and that's all I can ask.